The biggest crypto update for Ethereum in 2023 has just gone live. You can now withdraw your staked Ethereum, and it's all because of the Shanghai Upgrade. And in this video, I'll be explaining what exactly the Shanghai Upgrade is and what it means for you. And I'll also explain Vitalik's larger plan for Ethereum, which looks pretty exciting and is definitely important to know as a crypto investor. So let's get to it. But just before we do, if you want to know where your crypto is really safe, be sure to check out SimpleSwap. For a limited time, we're sharing a $50 Bitcoin code when you sign up to the platform, and I've put the link and code for this offer in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. Let's start by understanding how Shanghai fits into the plan for making Ethereum even bigger and better. There are 3 big steps to this plan. First, there was the Beacon Chain, a proof-of-stake blockchain that introduced staking. One way of understanding staking is when you buy a cryptocurrency and hold onto it and earn rewards in the process. Then there was the merge, which combined the Beacon Chain with the Ethereum mainnet to transition the Ethereum blockchain off the original proof-of-work system. So it basically combined the old way of doing things with the new Beacon Chain to make everything better, with the staking feature being the main attraction. Finally, they're working on a way to store even more information more securely called sharding, which will be ready in around late 2023 or 2024.
What the heck is sharding?
Okay.
What does the future of sharding look like?
Right. Sharding basically says, well, instead of just increasing the parameters, what we're going to do is we're going to change the blockchain architecture in such a way that each individual node in the blockchain only needs to store a small portion of the data and only needs to process a small portion of the transactions.
But there are also some smaller upgrades that happen in between these big steps. That's where Shanghai comes in. It's one of these smaller upgrades that will help Ethereum work even faster and better. The Ethereum community uses a process called Ethereum Improvement Proposals, or EIPs, to suggest changes to Ethereum. An EIP has to go through different stages of discussion, design, and implementation by developers and the community before it can be included in an upgrade. The Shanghai Upgrade includes a few different EIPs. Here are the main takeaways you need to know. Gas fees paid for direct Coinbase payments will be reduced, which benefits block builders who pay fewer fees. The size of the smart contract is reduced, which also reduces the gas required for deployment of the contract. Gas fee metering makes sure that fees are fairly charged and proportionate to the size of the smart contract. Validators can withdraw their staked Ethereum and any rewards they have generated. So clearly there are some awesome improvements, but there's also been some fear and uncertainty about validators now being able to withdraw their staked Ethereum. You see, now that validators can withdraw their Ethereum, it's been anticipated that everybody would just withdraw their ETH. But this hasn't actually been the case, at least not so far. Less than 1% of staked ETH was estimated to sell after the Shanghai Upgrade, and Glassnode, an analytics firm, backed this up, stating that only 253 validators signed up to fully exit their staked Ether position. And roughly half an hour after the Shanghai Upgrade was activated, some 285 withdrawals were processed, worth around $10 million, so minimal withdrawals. Even in the worst case scenario, Glassnode stated, even in the extreme case where the maximum amount of rewards and stake are withdrawn and sold, the sell-side volume still falls within the range of the average weekly exchange inflow volume. Therefore, we conclude that even the most extreme case will have an acceptable impact on the price of ETH. So really and truly, the Shanghai Upgrade looks like a huge plus, and it makes sense. At the end of the day, people invested in Ethereum initially because they trusted and believed in the token. So it's no surprise that not everybody is rushing to withdraw their ETH. They're anticipating what comes next, which brings us to the question. During a live stream, Vitalik said, "We're in a stage where the hardest and fastest parts of the Ethereum protocol's transition are basically over. Very significant things still need to be done, but those very significant things can be safely done at a slower pace." Buterin said that scaling, making transactions faster and cheaper, will be the next issue that the blockchain tackles after Shanghai. If we don't fix scaling before the next bull run, we know people are going to be stuck paying $500 transactions. if, on the other hand, we don't have Verkle trees before the next bull run, well, things might suck. But it's a much smaller problem than $500 transactions, right? What on earth are Verkle trees, you might be wondering? Vitalik's referring to the next mini step, so to speak, after Shanghai, which are the urges. The verge, purge, scourge, and splurge. The verge lets people store larger amounts of data, and they only need to show a single piece of that data to verify that they have a root of that tree, which makes data proofs much more efficient, theoretically at least. The purge gets rid of historical and excess data so that more transactions can be processed, 100,000 transactions per second being the aim. The scourge aims to make sure that transactions are neutral and that centralization is avoided. And the splurge stage is to fix everything else. Between 2023 and 2024, we can expect the sharding upgrade, which will not only allow for the scaling of the Ethereum blockchain via sharding, but will also reduce Ethereum's network fees. And just for you to know, sharding is the process of splitting up the entire Ethereum network into individual shards, which contain their own unique set of account balances and smart contracts, which is what will help Ethereum scale. The urges are a part of this process, all of which come together to create a stronger Ethereum. So there's the brief breakdown of Vitalik's plan for Ethereum. It seems complex and like a bunch of words and promises, but honestly, I'm impressed with how far Ethereum has come, and so far they seem to be on track. What do you think of the Shanghai upgrade? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.